Looking ahead. Another mirror.
Yo,
Hi.
Jerome's in the house.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Around Two Women to Opinion with your girl Marty.
And Taj.
And we back at it again with another one. So this is our little Halloween. How y'all think I did on my makeup?
Oh, you did that. So
Oh,
what?
shit, I am looking over there. Damn, this not FaceTime.
Oh.
Sorry, Quan. Yeah, so I wanted to do this episode of having fun, but I got some messy, like, little stories.
We
to
all
talk
messy today.
about. Really?
That's all my stories is messy.
Well, again, I have one interview for next month. So if you someone out there that would like to sit down and have a conversation with us that has like a background, it doesn't have like to be a big background, but we want something to talk about. I mean, I can have my homegirls come to the show all the time. That's no biggie. So if you have something, a business, podcast, you know, maybe a influencer, and you're in Vegas and you would like to come down and sit and have a conversation with us next month, just hit us up and we down for it.
Yeah, what she said.
Well, I started last week. What you got for us?
All right, so y'all saw, I'm sure most of y'all saw the video with the lady from the Cheesecake Factory. We're going to talk about that today too as well. But I want to talk about the list that women, and I don't know what women got together and made this list because I wasn't a part of the discussion. I think we all should be able to contribute and vote. A list of places that they refuse to go to on a first date.
Oh
Here's
my
the clip.
gosh, I was about to talk about this.
Hemoglobin is going on here. Now let me take a look at this little weak ass list.
I love me
these
some Tony
ladies done
Baker, y'all.
crafted. Now the Cheesecake Factory being number one is disrespect. We just talked about this, man. Cheesecake Factory has an encyclopedia menu. That means options for everybody. Cheesecake Factory is not a bad location for a first date. Now Applebee's is a little too collegey, a little too, a little too mainstream.
No,
I get the
that's
Applebee's
Fridays.
being here.
No
You know what I'm
shade.
saying? Chili's and Applebee's are the same restaurant. They're the same goddamn restaurant. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, no
They didn't
shade.
change it. Olive Garden, I get it. And they got the breadsticks, girl. Come on, the breadsticks. We can break bread over the breadsticks. The movies I get because you can't really get to know somebody at the movies. Because if you talk to me during the movie, I'll be like, man, shut your ass up. Shut your fine ass up. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Shh. Get your hand off my leg. Now, your house, that's fair, man. There's safety issues involved. First date at the house. Now, mind you, I've had a couple first dates at the house. They were quite
You start
nice.
cutting it
They
there,
were
Quinn.
quite nice. No smash, just good times, good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Comfort, trust. Any fast
Not
food
comfort,
chain.
trust.
So we can't go to Chick-fil-A and indulge
You
in the
could,
nuggets
it
and the
could,
waffle
why?
fries on the first date
Why?
tip. Man, y'all being too tight, man. Come on, man. We just getting to know each other, man. It's got to be low key. Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, the lemon pepper. We can
not
get in
the
on that
lemon
lemon
pepper.
pepper and getting to know you. Man, y'all
He
tough
wanna
out
hear
here,
it.
man.
He wants the whole
Red
thing.
Lobster though, the cheddar biscuit.
Get on my nerves.
Quan, this is he loves.
like 30
First of all,
seconds.
I love the fact that Quan love our show because he get he like
get
get
what
his
he
little
can out this
his little funky ass news. He like, let me get these little stories. They gonna talk about something today.
I talked about this on my show, on my
Did you?
sports show yesterday. We pulled this list
this
up,
shit
and it
is
was 3 of us
ridiculous.
guys, but most of them agreed with most of those.
No shade, no,
There's a few that I didn't agree with, but
no. I'm being realistic with
You're not
you.
taking nobody to the Cheesecake Factory on
For
the
a
first
first,
date?
no.
me
Why
personally,
is
I
that
don't take
planned?
anyone to any commercial spot for a first date.
Thank you.
Especially
No,
in Vegas.
Any
But
chain restaurant, I feel
Yeah.
like if you like this person for a first date, any chain restaurant is out the window. Just period point blank. You don't have to go to a restaurant. You can go to like for instance, when Sean first took me on our first date, we went to the museum. We went to go like to it was like an arcade. It was a whole bunch of things that we did. But then when we ate, it was like new restaurants that was there. She planned like everything out but what to eat. Because I feel like first dates, that's another thing. I feel like first dates, you don't know what people eat. To be honest, like they may tell you like, oh, I don't like certain things while you're texting or whatever, getting to know each other. But then you take them to a restaurant and they had a bad experience with that, So I feel like eliminate chain restaurants and take them somewhere that's new or that's maybe not a label mom and pop shop. It may be crazy to say if you go to a brunch to a mom and pop shop for a first date, they'll be like, damn, you actually thought about this, like, because they got good food, Like, so I feel like chain restaurants for first date is just out. No shade. If you trying to impress them, but if you don't give a fuck, I mean, just do what you do.
I'm like in between. I don't know. First date, I feel like you shouldn't heavily invest yourself into it. But I do agree with creating like a unique experience. Like I think first dates are meant for that. Like let's get to know each other on a totally different level. I don't think we should go to the movies. I really don't want to go to dinner. Like that's shit I could do anytime, any place with anybody. So I would rather you like get creative and figure out the things that I like and things
take
that
me
I
on a
don't like.
picnic.
Yeah, take me on a picnic or
There's people that do picnics
ice
for
skating,
like
roller skating.
like
we could go
you
play
can
tennis,
yeah.
like something weird, something different. Yeah.
I respect that. Like and if I feel like that's better because no shade if you think about it, like you really get to know people. You go mini golfing. You feel me? Like you mini golfing, you go see if they competitive. You feel me? You can kind of get somebody
They don't really like to play.
Yeah, if they don't really like to
And
play.
you can figure if they got red flags too. Because if a
Yeah,
motherfucker
like,
ain't really
no-
feeling you, they not gonna put no kind of energy
Over
into that
food,
shit.
you really don't get much over food. Like to be honest, you don't get much over food. But like, let's go eat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, chain. I feel like if you're gonna pick restaurant, chain restaurants are out because
okay.
it gives that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like even fucking like Capitol Grill, that's chain to me. Like that's the thing though. Don't take me to stuff like that because I don't eat steak. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't really gotten to know me to know like
Right.
you probably met me at Chick-fil-A. Let's say you met somebody at like a restaurant, right?
Right.
I'm ordering chicken. Like you're like, oh, I know you eat meat because you ordered some chicken. Then you take me to Capitol Grill or like a steakhouse. I don't eat fucking steak. Now I gotta order some weird shit off the menu to feel comfortable. So I just feel like, I don't know. It just depends on how the fuck you give a fuck. Are you just trying to smash or are you really trying to get to know this person?
That's what I'm saying. And what are we talking about exactly? Because some of these women, I don't feel like we're having like that conversation. If we're just talking about like you have to make an actual attempt at dating me, then okay. But if we're just talking about, oh no, you have to take me to the bougiest restaurant for me to really know that you feeling me, I'm not with that because I don't think you should have to spend $500-$600 on one fucking meal for a person that you've only met for 2.2 seconds. Like no, if I met you at a coffee shop, bitch, you bought a $7 latte, I don't think I should have to invest $250 on you to have a meal.
No.
Like we should be able, like you said, we can go to a mom and pop place if we're not doing commercial. We can go to a mom and pop
we
place.
can go on a
We can
walk
go-
somewhere.
Yeah,
like hit me
grab
up
a
and say,
sandwich.
hey, I wanna have a conversation. What you doing right now? Let's go on a walk in the park or whatever. That's free type shit. Now if we run across a restaurant and we both like, oh shit, I am hungry. I ain't ate today.
Let's go grab something.
I do expect you
Yeah.
to pay that day. Like, what the fuck you asked me out today?
Thank you.
But that's even with friends though. If I call you and tell you, hey, can you come with me to vent with me today because I'm having a bad day, and we probably didn't go nowhere to spend no money, and we just walking somewhere or sitting in the car, and I'm like, bitch, I'm hungry. You hungry? I'm gonna pay for you to eat.
Right.
You just
'Cause
came
I
with me.
asked you,
Like
yeah.
you feel me? Like no shade. Like I feel like that's any. You invite people out, you should expect to somewhat pick up the tab. Not pick up the tab, because if you in there ordering tomahawks and motherfucking
or
all type of-
48 oysters
like,
type
bitch,
shit. Yeah.
hold on, you're being weird to me. But if I invite you out and you like you, and then you, I love a motherfucker that say, "What you ordering?" That's how you know they checking your vibe. You feel me? And I feel like I've done it on most of my first date. Like, what are you getting? And they like, oh, I'm gonna get some salmon and shrimp. I know to veer away from the steak menu, even if, because I want to feel you out too. I don't give like, but that's just me. Like,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You gotta,
pockets is
what are
yeah.
we really going on these dates for? Are
Yeah.
we going on the dates for a free meal, or are we going on dates to really connect to people
Yeah,
and really
and
get to
you-
know
are you
folks?
trying
And
to
as a
smash
guy,
at the end of the
sometimes
night?
we're taking girls out for different reasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Like
trying
there
to
might be a
fuck
day where I
tonight?
really like this
'Cause
girl and
if
I'm
you
trying to get
are-
to know her and I want to take her somewhere different and somewhere she hasn't been. And then some girls, it's like, I'm just trying to hang out. Like, I might take you to Cheesecake Factory. Like, I'm not trying
That's
to
what I'm
impress
saying.
you. You know, I'm just trying to cake you because I'm bored.
Yeah, boy,
I feel
that's a different. If you like, hey, I'm about to go grab me some lunch real quick, and she like, oh, I haven't eaten yet, and you was already on your way to the fucking Cheesecake. How the fuck and that's our first date together.
Yeah.
How the fuck I'm gonna tell you where to take me to? But if it's like y'all texting back and forth, you grinding her up, she grinding you up. It's like, oh, and then you like, okay, can I take you out this Saturday at 7?
If it's like a real day where you're trying to get to
Don't
know the
take me
person,
to no fucking no chain restaurants if we going out Saturday at 7. We done planned this shit.
but you're trying to get to
Tuesday.
know somebody that could be
Yeah.
a potential like long-term relationship, you want that
And
first
I'm
date
not
to be
saying
impressive.
expensive,
Thank
because
you.
Carrabba's is not expensive, but the Italian vibe give you when you gotta dip your bread into the damn oil.
Right. They give you fancy
And
vibes.
get you fancy,
Give
but
us
you're
an
not
update.
going out of there. You're not gonna spend more for both of y'all, $70-$80. You feel me? And that's with drinks. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not saying spend $300 on me at that new restaurant that just opened without thinking about it. I'm saying, you really trying to fuck with me, don't take me to no chain restaurant.
I just feel like when this list was made, it was more so in the category of like, you have to spend a X amount of money for me to be impressed, and I don't believe in that. I think you should
It's
come
more
to
about
a
the
date.
creativity, right?
Thank you. It's more
than the
about that,
money,
and that's what
yeah.
it should be. I want to see what you would think I would like, or things that you're into. Like, let's figure each other out. Let's get to know each other. That's what a first
No,
date is
I agree.
for. Like, and that's only if you're really going in the intention on like
to
growing
fuck with
and
this
to
person,
get to
because
know
if
somebody.
I'm not like I said,
don't invite me on no date if you're not really trying to fuck with me like that
first
either.
of all,
Like, that's
I'm not
dumb.
crazy.
Don't invite me out, or don't ask me out on a date with the assumption that you're pursuing me. If you're not pursuing me, don't ask me out. Like, I'm really not.
So that means, wait,
Not trying to,
that
like-
you just contradicted yourself. So that means if they're asking you out, they need to have those expectations up
Pursuing
regardless.
somebody, a first date? Well, I don't know. I guess the first date.
Because that's kind of what you just said. You said, like,
Yeah,
don't
never
fucking
mind.
ask me out if you're not willing to pursue me. So
Yeah.
you saying, so that means if they're willing
But
to,
even
no,
then,
I'm
like,
not
yeah.
saying, I'm saying they're not saying for you. Because I know you're very simple, Todd. You are, they can see you a DoorDash and you be like, oh my God, they're thinking about me. But I'm saying, if they're in their head, taking care of a woman or catering to a woman is an expensive dinner and take them out, that's what they should do for you first step.
No, that's not what I said. I don't want no expensive dinner. Like, I'm simple, but I get that there's a category
No, I'm
of
saying
women
if
that
that's
feel.
what they think, not you.
No, I mean, but that's the assumption with a lot of the stuff that this was posted for, right? We want expensive meals, so that way I know you actually are into me, or you are actually pursuing
I
me.
think- okay,
I
so
don't
I get
think
what
that
you're
that's
saying.
what it should be.
I'm
I
saying
think
if
like,
a man feels like, say he got he's a giver. So his expression may not be compassion. You feel me? It may be gifting. He's good on all things. It's just he's romantic, but he's just not that compassionate. He just like, oh, I must send her a bouquet of flowers today to make her know I'm thinking of her versus keep texting her back all fucking day because I don't like fucking texts. Because some people don't like fucking texting.
I don't like texting.
Hello?
I hate texting.
But do you feel like if he's pursuing you and that's his gift, do you feel like he should step in?
I think that's a
But
lot for a first
wait, that's kind
date.
of like
That's a lot for a
gag
first
question
date.
because I don't feel like a person that's a gift or given will even think of
Not
taking
on the
you
first
to
date.
a fucking cheesecake factory.
No, not
shade.
on the first. Yeah, if somebody's like into that and they like to like
Yeah.
flash their money like that, then
Not flash day money. You thinking of it too?
well,
Don't
I'm not.
think-
No, I'm just saying like if
'Cause I
that's,
feel like
you just
people-
said like if
yeah.
he's the type of person to give and he don't mind
Yeah.
spending his money, then yeah, I mean I don't know. That's that type of guy. I don't know. I'm not.
But if
into
he's that type of guy, that's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
he is that type
I
of
think
guy,
that's a lot for a first date. Don't take me nowhere.
But no, I'm saying don't. But you don't want to take that away from him, right? If that's
No,
something
I mean,
he
if
loves
that's
to
the kind
do,
of person you are,
right?
yeah.
So I feel like if do you feel like if he's that type of guy, if he's pursuing you, do you feel like that's you
I
showing
mean,
that you're pursuing
Yeah,
me?
if that's something he's into doing,
Right.
like that's a conversation. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have those kind of conversations
Fact.
on the first
Back
date.
to the beginning.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's have a real conversation about it
you
first.
gotta get to know who I am.
Yeah.
Because you're simple.
I'm very simple.
and you don't.
I don't
and
like
sometimes
flashy.
that shit will really like startle you. Like, why are you doing this?
That you'll make me feel like I'm being bought, and I'm not for that, and I will vacate the premises immediately. But yeah,
feel
I mean
that
that's
though.
just a conversation. But if that's something you're into, then
If
yeah.
you're not
But
that
me
type of person,
personally,
you
I
will feel
think
like a
setting-
whore. Like,
girl. But
What are
setting
you
the
trying to do?
expectation though that a man should have to do that is not okay.
Oh,
And that's
no.
my whole
Hell
point to this
no.
is like you can't tell a man that you have to spend this amount or you have to take me to these 5-star restaurants for me to feel validated in your
I
pursuit
feel like
of me. No.
you will lose out on what you really have or can gain if you think that way.
Child.
The only reason why I say no chain restaurants at the beginning, in my perspective, because I feel like if you really can't afford to take a woman out, don't fucking ask her out.
Thank you.
You can talk to people and get to know people through text message or whatever conversation without actually asking them out on a date. Like y'all can be like, damn, I've been talking to this person through text message for a minute. Woo woo. Like don't fucking ask me out if you can't take me out, because I'm not gonna do you. That's the thing though. I am the type of woman that's gonna take my woman out too. That's what y'all fella realize. So, and my friends. So that's why I speak this way. I'm not just like, gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm a gifter first. And then you give me something, you can give me something small. But I just feel like if you are trying to potentially date somebody and you cannot take them to a restaurant and spend at least $100 on the both of you guys, not a 2 for $20 meal at fucking Fridays.
Hey.
Don't ask them out unless it's like y'all second or third date. Once you get past the first date, you dealing with a motherfucker that's gonna call you like, hey, you want to go get that endless shrimp shit? You feel me?
I feel like what Quan said was accurate. It's really the impression that you're trying to leave. Like if you're taking me to Applebee's or Chili's, you don't really care too much about
like,
where
you
this is
tryna-
going after that.
You trying to eat and fuck.
Right.
That's
but
what I see.
mean, it's like you said, it's about the effort. And I really believe it's about how much creativity that you put into it. And that's how you really know if a person is feeling you or not. Like if they
But
take
what
you
if you're
somewhere to-
struggling financially and I just really want to
Don't
take
ask
you
me
out? It's
out.
like,
Let's just have.
why
Let's keep
not,
our
though?
Why
conversation
not
going.
though? I don't know.
Let's keep because it may
like, look,
it's
I'm
gonna,
struggling
it's-
now, maybe
and
work
it'll-
hasn't been
but
good.
Now if it comes up in the conversation where it's like, oh hey, we talking, it's like, oh, you like your kind of food, and I'm like, oh, it's this good restaurant here. After conversation. But if I don't even feel like, this is my perspective though. I don't feel like
Yeah.
you should be seeking and dating if you're financially unstable.
That's real.
True.
And I don't
Especially
even get
30s and
get horny if
40s.
my bills
Maybe in your
due.
early 20s.
That's been at the beginning.
Yeah, your early 20s is
I've been-
okay.
Yeah, it's
I've
different.
been, me and Sean been together for 10 years. It's been times where thank God I'm stable and I can pay. Thank God. But when the beginning, niggas struggle together. Like, I ain't get horny when my bills was due. Fuck is you talking about? So you worried about dating a bitch and you can't survive?
I think as a man, like you
That's
really
just
have to
not my
question
gag, though.
your integrity at that point. Because I feel like
I just feel like you shouldn't even be seeking a mate if you can't
as
even
a
take
man,
care of yourself.
no. I mean, as any person, but more so like.
But
as
if
a
we
man.
already hit it off, you feel me? Niggas hit it off and then fall off. If we already hit it off And you feel me? Like, and you know, shit, this is America. Shit happened every day. Just like through the pandemic, you could have met a motherfucker that was up. And when the country fell, the government shut down, some people lost everything. You feel me? So, like, I'm not saying, like, if you chat me up and like, and you like, damn, shit, but I'm really feeling you. That's a whole different thing.
That's something totally different.
We just keep
You
going
can't
back to
invite
different
people into your bullshit if you know you got bullshit
like, don't
going
come
on.
over here like, hey, come struggle with me. Bitch.
I mean, I see these homeless people out here with boyfriend and
With
girlfriends, and I'm like,
they be having
yo.
boyfriend, girlfriend, dogs, and family. But
Yeah.
I just,
And their dog is
I'm not
healthy.
like she just said. I won't bring you to my bullshit, so don't bring me into yours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
don't
just
invite
that.
folks into your bullshit. You ain't got your shit together. Don't be on dates. Like
No.
that's anybody, male or female.
No shade.
But ladies, lower your standards just a little. Some of y'all don't even deserve the Cheesecake Factory.
I
So
will say
lower
lower your standards. I would say, because I feel like a lot of females don't. They have standards on the internet. They don't
don't
have
really live by
standards
it.
in real life. I would say, yeah, stop fucking playing. That's all.
But I also think if you meet a girl on a dating app, because Starbucks was on here and Coffee Dates was on here. If you meet a girl on a dating app, like we need that first meeting / date. Like that's a first casual. Like
yes.
let's talk in real life, and that definitely is coffee. Because I've made the mistake back in the day of planning like a full date with someone I met on the internet, and they were nothing like their pictures or anything like that, and I was
no
like
shade.
stuck with her
I
ordering
miss,
the
we've talked about
most
this
expensive thing on the
before.
menu.
How we miss
Oh,
back
shit.
in the day, actually meeting people in your workplace, or meet people at the gas station, meet people at the
I
grocery
mean, I
store,
still do that.
meet people at
and
the
Instagram.
bar. That's real dating. You feel me? But anyway, let's talk about these people out here. It's a pilot riding in the extra seat, which is, I forget what it's called. It's called like a section seat on a plane. And a cockpit on a Horizon Air passenger jet plane tried to shut the engine off in mid-flight and have to be subdued by 2 pilots. So he had to be put to sleep. Let's play this clip and we'll talk.
Now to developing news, an off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot is under arrest, accused of attempting to shut off a plane's engines mid-flight. That incident happened yesterday on an Alaska Airlines flight that was operated by subsidiary Horizon Air. It was traveling from Everett, Washington to San Francisco. According to the airline, the off-duty pilot was in the cockpit's flight deck jump seat, and authorities say 2 pilots had to subdue the man, identified as 44-year-old Joseph David Emerson. The flight was then diverted to Portland, where he was taken into custody. Emerson is now being held on 83 counts of attempted murder and 83 counts of reckless endangerment,
They
as well as
charged him
1
per
count of
person?
endangering an aircraft. The FBI office in Portland, as well as the FAA, are investigating, and we'll have
Per
more in a
person?
report coming up on the KTLA 5 News
That's
at
wild.
1 o'clock.
You ain't never they gonna put you under the jail. They gonna grind your bones, put it in the walls at that point.
So the seat that he was sitting in is normally occupied by, pilots that has to go to a different airport to fly out. They're flying them from one place to another. So it's normally always a certified pilot sitting in that seat. Other than special service, Secret Service, like the president, security, or whatever. Other than that, it's always a pilot. And so he is a pilot. He is a commercial pilot, and he's been a pilot for like 17 years.
Damn.
He also does pilot classes as well. So he's been doing pilot classes for like 12 years. They said once he first reacted, he was saying, you better put me in handcuffs. You better put me in handcuffs because it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. We know the airlines don't play shit, okay? They don't play nothing nowadays, let alone somebody that has access to the cockpit, right?
Yeah.
So they took him out the cockpit, put his ass to sleep. In so many words, and then checked on the pilots. They was able to get the engine. Well, he didn't shut it off. He attempted to shut it off. That's what it was. So if he would have shut it off, they did have a backup engine. I dig deep because I was like, what would they do if something like this really happened?
I want to know why.
So they do have a backup engine, whatever. He pled not guilty He pled not guilty.
What?
To all the charges, and like you guys said, he did get charged with all 83 passengers on the plane as attempted murder to all of them. So now he went to court yesterday morning. I'm sorry. He went to court yesterday morning, and that's when he pleaded not guilty at his arraignment. And now he's being held like with no bond. It's federal case. The FBI has gotten involved. They want to know why was he in the cockpit why was he in the cockpit in the first place? Because he didn't have a flight out of Phoenix, which they ended up landing in. So, but he is a pilot. So they said that the seat is normally reserved for pilots. So I don't know if he
was homies and
I don't know why he was really on a plane at this point. But this is one story I'm definitely going to keep up on, guys. Because we fly, we travel, so
that's
we need to
wild
know shit
as
like
fuck.
this. So if he would have shut off the plane, he could have killed everybody.
That's wild as
And they
fuck.
said he tried to do it like multiple times. Like they was telling him like to stop.
Damn, I couldn't even imagine being on that flight. You hear
I
all
feel
this shit
sorry
going
for,
on in the cockpit. Everybody like, the hell.
I feel sorry for Alaska, for the people like the naysayers, you know? They're going to be like, oh, did you hear? Because when the shit happened with Southwest, like only thing happened with Southwest is that they let people baggage. Remember when they left people baggage? I work in travel, so people was like, I was like, is there any airline that you prefer to fly in? Anybody but Southwest.
Oh.
So I'm like, what the fuck Southwest do? But I remember like, oh, they left
look,
everybody
you losing my
baggage.
shit.
Now that people shutting off the plane and shit on Alaska, I can only imagine the backlash that Alaska's going to get from this. So,
I mean, I feel like that doesn't reflect poorly on the airline itself.
well, we'll be Horizon Air because that's who was operating the plane.
Yeah, I don't feel like it reflects poorly on them. I feel like it reflects poorly on like whoever the management is. Right, like the whole airline itself, I don't think they'll have too much of an issue. Where
But people
it's like,
don't think about
they
that.
lo-
That's what I'm trying to
I
do.
mean,
But
but
they
they
lost
look at the
their
brand.
baggage.
Yeah,
They didn't have no control.
whatever, South America, or whatever the fuck that
Southwest,
is.
they didn't have no. No, they wasn't losing baggage.
Yeah,
They baggage was
they was
every.
leaving shit.
That's because they didn't have fuel and shit to do
Yeah,
it.
but you can't just leave people shit and not tell them.
But you can't let people in the fucking cockpit without letting them know that
Yeah, I
there
guess
is
that's
somebody
true
extra
too,
up there.
shit.
I feel like that's what I'm saying, Quan. It's not the fact that you think it big, bitch. No,
Yeah.
think like the little, like the small.
Overall, no, y'all
People
should
are
be mad
gonna
at them.
like. They're gonna as soon as they say, for instance, someone going on a website to Alaska that really watch the news. It's like really big on the news. They're gonna go on the website and be like, "Oh no, that's Alaska. Let's see who else got something besides Alaska."
Aw.
Like right now, they really are. Until it blow over, they'll be all
Well,
right.
I mean, good, because some of y'all need to lower them motherfucking prices anyway. Y'all be tripping on these damn airlines. Like, why are y'all
Alaska
charging
is
$400 to get from here to Detroit? Ain't nobody going to Detroit
released the
willingly.
same-
Get it together. No, stop it. Y'all overpriced anyway, so lower the
Girl,
prices.
Imagine us trying to go to Cincinnati. I'm like, everybody going to Cincinnati? Now everybody going there.
Everybody. Flights are expensive as hell. My next segment is, of course, about the cheesecake lady, because we have to talk about it. That shit was funny as hell. And did you see the end of it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, you
I
guys
don't
see
know
the
what
end of it.
Cheesecake Lady is.
That's what started the whole list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Cheesecake.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
These kind of people piss me off.
I ain't getting out this car.
What you mean?
Yes.
Did you want me to open the door for you?
Okay.
Are you? You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
Oh, she wasn't getting out the car
This
to
is
go
a chain
in.
restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it?
You know,
I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
I seen this
so
one girl say she
I'm
went
gonna
because
play you
it was
the
in
whole
a mall.
video when we get out of here. But so they go back and forth about her being at the chain restaurant, she looked too good to be at a chain restaurant. It's their first date, yada, yada, yada. Now, come to find out, this man had actually planned an entire date at a really nice restaurant, but she took an extra hour after he told her to be ready by 4. She took an extra hour, had that man waiting outside of her house for an hour. First of all, I agree with every man on the planet, have a little bit more dignity. I'm not waiting on nobody for an hour. You would have had about 15 minutes, and then, baby, I'm going to the restaurant on my own.
And
it's
she
been
did
real.
not look that good.
So the video then goes back and forth, and eventually he goes, you know what? I don't like the way you're treating me, so I'm going to go ahead and take you home. So he drives her home. So as they're pulling off, now all of a sudden she's like, oh, you don't want to compromise? You don't want to talk about this? You don't want to? No. You basically hopped your ass on the internet, tried to make me look less than after I already initiated taking you out. I was going to pay for the date and everything, made reservations at a really nice place. You took an extra hour was unapologetic about it. Then I take you to the next best thing that we could go to. And then you go, oh, this ain't good enough. And then not only is it not good enough, but you embarrassed me on the internet and then still posted the shit as if like she wasn't the one that looked goofy. Again, I just feel like we're setting really high expectations when it comes to dating or how we're going to date each other or how this is supposed to work. If a person is into you and they just like your physicality, because nobody knows each other until you really spend time with one another, right? If you just dig me off my physicality and maybe you like my vibe, and you ask me out, I don't think we should be breaking the bank. I don't think that you, and personally, ladies, please pay for your half at the first date. I'm sorry. I know it sounds weird, but I think it sets really weird expectations sometimes.
Offer it, but I ain't gonna really pay for it.
She said I'm gonna offer.
I'm not letting the girl pay
I
on the
would.
first date.
I mean, if you actually let me pay for it, that's crazy.
But I would have left her in the car, and I would have had some cheesecake and a Louisiana chicken pasta.
I definitely got the
Thank
bread.
you.
I don't go nowhere without the bread to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I only do that and it's crazy because me and Sean been together for almost 10 years. I recently just started leaving like her too. I feel like vice versa when we like, oh, I forget my purse or my wallet, not intentionally, but it's like I really forgot it and I got you. You know we got each other, but it's not like it wasn't a security thing. I just feel like, don't feel like somebody go pick up your shit for you.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
Be willing to take care of your end especially on the first date. Don't set the expectation that this person has to pay for it. Now, I agree with the fact that if a person asks you on a date, then yeah, to some degree, you should pay. Right, but first dates, especially when it comes to certain dudes, I would rather just pay for my half. Some of y'all turn out to be creeps. I would rather go ahead and just pay for mine.
Yeah.
But not just that. It's just like, I don't know. I didn't like her attitude, and then the fact that you hopped your ass on the internet, it looks thirsty. It looked like you were way too full of yourself, and then on top of that, but you embarrassed that man. I don't like it. I don't like it for nobody. I don't think if you're a real woman and you're really about your shit that you should treat people like that. If you really wanted a significant other, you wanted somebody to see you and participate in your bullshit, don't treat them like that. Dogged him. I ain't like it.
No shade. It was weird, but it's 2023. They do anything for clout.
No.
I mean, it got her clout because it got a conversation going. But we've been talking. I think people been talking about date. What do you do? And date. This world of dating is a lot different from, our parents. So they can literally just pick them. Like back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, I done been on a date with a nigga rolling around the city selling drugs. So I guess I ain't really too much shit to really ask about on a date. But
I think it's more embarrassing for her because who's gonna want to take her out?
Yeah, no, it's gonna vary.
wouldn't.
It's gonna affect her dating life.
Thirsty dude that'll be with it.
No, it's going to affect her dating life crazily, but because it went viral, there's going to be niggas in her inbox saying like, oh, I can do better and whoop do a wham. But like y'all said, like, I'm not saying she was like ugly. Like she was a pretty girl, but she wasn't
ugly
like,
because of her personality.
But she wasn't like the best looking girl to be like, bitch, why am I here? You feel me? Even like I wouldn't even like in me. I like free food any fucking way. So bitch, I'm taking a free food date, and I may not fuck with. Now if you take me, let me tell you, y'all don't see me dressed all the way up. You take me to the fucking Cheesecake Factory, bitch. I'ma eat that shit. I'm about to eat that shit, and bitch, you not gonna hear shit else from me again. But I'm not gonna make you feel like shit while we there though.
No,
because I don't know. Like Quan said, I don't know your financial situation. Maybe you thought this was the best for us. No, bitch. This was a
But that
free
wasn't
meal
the
for
case.
me.
He had already made reservations
For
at a really
other
nice
shit.
restaurant.
Like,
She
that's what
fucked
I'm
it
saying.
off. So
She
it just
went
makes you a
there,
shitty
she probably
person
would've-
all the way around.
Oh yeah, and I wouldn't have never took that
15
long to get
minutes.
dressed any fucking way.
15
You know what I
minutes.
mean?
She talk about, oh, I couldn't let you,
You
in my
pull
house.
up to my house. If the only way I'm
Girl.
taking longer, like you said, than 15 to 20 minutes, if you coming in and we taking shots, like we go take time together.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna just be me trying to get dressed. Like if you gotta take that fucking long with somebody outside get dressed, you either just got up when they got outside, or you fugly. So you keep having to change shit over.
Not
But what we
fugly.
listen to today?
The song of the week is by Miss Kennedy Ryan. The song is called Baby Mama Drama. It is like, it's the vibe right now. Everybody on it.
Baby mama is drama.
Yes.
Make you sleepy.
No, I'm allergic.
Really?
Mm,
Oh, that's good to know. Please, thank you.
it will
for telling
fuck me up. I can't even drink Hennessy.
Not trying to kill me either.
Mm-mm.
For my health.
My health and other
Because
reasons.
I want to fight these hoes.
That song was
Like,
called Baby Mama Drama, and that's by Miss Kennedy Ryan. Make sure y'all go check her out. Her music is really dope. She just dropped a song, so yeah, make sure y'all tap in. Beatbox.
This shit good.
Beatbox.
it's like-
Cut us a check.
Crazy too good. Red Bull too, because we
The-
drink one of them bitches every day.
Or at least just send us some free shit.
Yeah, send us a Red Bull. Just one of them. Thank you.
What you got for us next?
So, it was like a resurfaced body cam footage that made its way around social media, capturing a moment an officer pulled over a speeding couple. It was on their first date. Speaking of first dates, look at us. We be in sync. And she didn't even know, and I didn't know. Anyways. And they issued them a speeding ticket, and then they had to respond to a fatal crash 15 minutes later. Let's watch this clip. We'll talk about it.
Was it the couple?
He was taking her to Cheesecake Factory.
He probably was.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
No,
gosh.
It's the
The
end.
reason for the years. I know. That's why I stopped him. Ma'am, that's why I stopped him. Have a nice night, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm stopping you for. Reckless
pissed.
driving, careless driving, speeding, and the lights you ran, okay? You were doing at least 100 on Kennedy Boulevard.
What?
All right, man? You almost struck my car because I was making a right turn. All right, man. Here's your documents.
Thank you. I'm sorry, we're on our first date, me and him.
That's fine, but
Sorry.
almost killing each other is
No,
not the
'cause
way
we're
to
trying to
start
rush
on a
back
first
to
date.
the apartment because it just got really carried away. I'm sorry.
I know.
It's
And
my fault. It's really my fault. I swear.
it's not your fault because
Oh,
he gets
she
into an
probably told
accident,
him
it's his
speed,
fault.
like-
No, it's my fault.
Listen,
'cause I was
you're getting 3 tickets. I could have gave you a lot more, okay? You're not even supposed to be driving at this time because you have a provisional license.
Oh my
So
gosh.
if you're getting reckless, I didn't give you speeding. I'm giving you that break, all right? You got reckless, the traffic light that you ran, and for driving after hours. All right, man? Get home safe.
Oh, yes.
Yo, this is the same kid. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
We're gonna need a crash team, sir. Crash team, we need a crash team. That's the same car I just had. Fatal. We're gonna need a crash team. We need a crash team. Yo, guys, you gotta step back. Guys, gotta step back. Guys, gotta come back. Sorry, guys. It's an investigation at this point.
Oh, they gone. Damn.
Turn that car back, make them go back that way. We gotta shut down 1 and 9 completely. Your truck's gonna be here for a long time. All right, man?
Car 7, it will be going out with those units.
Yeah. Yo, that's the same car, bro. That's the same car, man. Damn, yo.
And so, of course, the comments. This happened actually like 3 months ago. This is just the body cam footage being released. A lot of people, it went viral. A lot of people were in the comments, you know, it was kind of 50-50 to think about it. It was a lot of people saying that this is the time that someone should have went to jail for reckless driving
Hell yeah.
and not letting them loose. And then it was a lot of people saying like, damn, the time that an officer let you off, you do it again. You know, basically like I said, like I was saying to my friend, like if I sold drugs and I got caught, that's not my profession. I'm obviously not fucking good at it. So I need to try to do something else, right? So this is kind of like, it's not the same, but I kind of use the same kind of metaphor. Like you people called the police. It's not like he got pulled over by the police. People called the police on him for driving reckless. Multiple places, the place that they went to the date at, and the residential area where they actually got pulled over at, and then another place. So they was calling the police like, this person is driving crazy. So he trying to impress her on the first date. That's why I feel like in the middle when I was like, maybe she was like, well, let me see how fast you can do. This is a nice car, woo woo, because it was like a Dodge or whatever. Anywho, we have other people on the side saying, you know, of course, how I actually feel, you know, why let him get away? I feel like it was not like racial privilege. I think it was kind of like the officer sounded really young. And I think it was kind of like, I gave you 3 tickets. 1 more ticket can send your ass to jail. Chill the fuck out here. Because he wasn't intoxicated, the driver. He was just driving fast. So it was like, people like, well, the officer kind of looked out for him because, you know, he gave him tickets. He did not give him tickets, but he just didn't take him to jail and take him off the road at the time. But like, if it's me and you know what I'm saying? And like, I was speeding down the street from work, not saying I was doing nothing reckless, but, and the officer like, slow down next time, you know? And then I speed again, I hit a kid or not a kid or whatever. And then it's like, damn, why the fuck you didn't take her to jail? You know? It's like, now every law, what the people in the comments is saying to me basically is like, every single law, with jaywalking, you're supposed to get a fine of $50. You jaywalk, you get $50. Knowing that this is a place I should be able to jaywalk at. You know? I don't feel that way. I feel like, don't nitpick. I feel like the officer, don't beat him down for doing his job and still trying to look out for the community. You feel me? Like, he gave this man 3 fucking tickets. 3 tickets. It was just 1 ticket. If he would have got 1 more ticket, it would have made it a felony to where he would have had to go to jail.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna look out for your ass, slow the fuck down, go home type shit.
Yeah.
How many times have people looked like my brother, like my friends, like people I know that really like, all right, thank you so much for not doing this to me, and actually went the fuck home and go lay down and go to sleep.
Right.
So I don't want to take away from the officer actually, you know, not giving him a slap on the wrist, but saying like, here, this is what I can do for you, but nothing else.
I just feel like when it comes to a cop, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah,
so
no shade.
If he had arrested them, then it'd have been like, oh, it was too much. Like, you didn't need to put them in jail. And the fact that he did let them off, which most of the time when that shit happens, they don't get off. So he let them all about their way. You on the first date, okay, going about your life. Look, I'm just gonna give you these tickets. Please slow the fuck down. For most people, that's enough though. I shouldn't have to go the excessive mile by arresting you for you to get the point. Like, for most people, if I'm like, here's a ticket, don't do it no more, they'll stop doing it. They may not stop completely, but at least within the same fucking moment, they're not going to. At least within that moment, they're not going to do it again. That motherfucker just was reckless. He's just. Sometimes life just happens. Like, we can't be upset at the next motherfucker for something that they could have helped avoid it. They could have helped avoid it, but sometimes it's selective. Like, shit just happens.
Yeah, that's like saying you held the door open for a serial killer.
And or like a mass shooter, murdered the entire building.
You going outside, but you hold the door for everybody that they walk in before you. And that day you hold the door open for a fucking mass shooter, and they shoot up the place.
What is it called? Like, natural selection. It's natural selection. Like, shit like that just happens.
And I feel like people backlashing the officer. That's not giving us anything.
It just gives somebody to blame.
That gives, let's be real, like in our community, that gives them more reason not to, okay?
Or how about we just hold everybody to the same standard, right? So let's just say, let's say like, every cop now, every time somebody speeds, they arrest you. Every time you jaywalk, we ticket you. Every
grandma
time,
done spent a long time to get into church. So your grandma going to jail.
You see what I'm saying?
To jail.
So if we're going to do that, if we're going to be hostile towards this cop, we all have to then accept accountability for the shit that we do on a day-to-day. How many of y'all run through a red light regularly.
Exactly.
Y'all see it's
Stop
getting ready to
sign.
turn red,
Yep.
but you just fly through that motherfucker. I am a chronic California stopper, okay? When I get to that stop sign, I'm going to roll a little bit, make sure ain't nobody coming. I'm going to keep pushing, okay? So just accept the consequences. So if we're going to hold this cop to that standard, you also have to start holding yourself
Exactly.
accountable for the shit that you do outside in traffic.
No
I just
shade.
feel like it was natural selection. That motherfucker took off. He's scared.
But it's
he
not
caused
like
that
he.
accident.
It's not like he got stopped for the reckless driving, speeding, and didn't get no. He didn't say, "All right, don't do nothing else tonight." He gave him 3 tickets.
For a normal person, that's enough.
Exactly. And this motherfucker went out to do the same thing. They like
He
lock
caused
him
his-
up?
No, caused
How
his
do
own
you
death.
even know that it was only the cop, the jurisdiction actually released that if they would have got one more ticket, but he could have charged him for a headlight for the last ticket to make him go to jail. It could have been anything in the last ticket. So
No, as a cop, damned if you do,
Yeah,
damned if you
damn-
don't. He
yeah,
did
no
his
shade.
job.
I agree.
He could have done an extra step. He could have arrested them, but he did his job. And like I said, for most people,
if
that would have
I'm
been
a
enough.
cop and y'all on y'all first date, my first instinct is, oh, he's trying to impress this bitch.
But we don't know if she was telling the truth about the first
Yeah.
date either, because she looked way too comfortable. with him.
No, everybody released. They
Okay.
all talk. Yeah, it was legit their first date.
She's way too comfortable with someone like that.
And speeding like that. Don't get me. I said
Yeah.
I said that too. I said that too early. I'm like, if somebody flexing in a fast car, whatever, I'll be like, slow the fuck down, because I don't even know you know they're driving to even know you like that. But it actually was their first date. That was not their first time talking to each other, but that was their first time going out.
Some people are adrenaline junkies, though. Like,
Yeah,
she might have
but
been turned
she-
on by that shit.
no
and he was like
shade.
gassed up about
No
it.
shade, but
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like.
Well, she had the ride of her life.
I'm just thinking like, I get what, people are saying as far as him not doing what he did on the first date, whatever. Because it was, like I said, it was 50-50.
She like that shit.
But I feel like with police officers, damn if you do, damn if you don't. My thing that stuck out to me was that I seen a police officer. I looked him up. He's younger. And I feel like he kind of put himself in their footsteps. And I feel like as an officer, you should do that at some points. Like, what would I do, in this situation? That's kind of what he did. But he maxed this nigga out of tickets. Like, what are y'all missing from this?
I don't know.
This was a traffic violation. It's not like he threw the bitch out the car on the first date. This is a traffic violation and she agreed. She took the blame. She said, "No, officer, it's all my fault." So he obviously didn't make her feel uncomfortable.
When it comes to stuff like this, people are just looking for somebody to blame. They upset, they hurt. Somebody got killed. Shit happens. We want somebody to blame when shit like this happens. But the reality is, like, that person chose that. He drove recklessly. Therefore, his actions caused an accident and therefore their death. That's on him. I'm not blaming no cop.
I blamed him
I blame
and
the
her. Like
driver.
Quan said, she agreed to that shit. She literally was taking the blame when the cop came up to the damn camera.
So they both
the damn
done.
car.
Did they mention how fast they were going when they actually got in the
100.
accident?
They
No,
was
when they
going,
got the
they was
accident.
going over 100 in a residential area.
Well, because they said that when he got pulled over, but I didn't know exactly like when they were
in the
actually got in the
accident. No,
accident.
I didn't see that. So when he got pulled over, he was going over
Yeah.
100. So I'm figuring accident. And he was in like a Dodge, like a
like
Scat.
a Charger or something like. Oh,
yeah, like a Scat type shit.
I hate the fact that those cars even exist because it makes people prone to do that stupid shit.
I have people try to race me all the time, like at a stoplight.
You just sitting
I'm
at a
like,
fucking light.
bro. Like, chill.
White people.
Like I'm just in a queue.
I'm not. You got another
I hate
story
the ones
for
that
us?
I hate the ones that put all that
And they
extra
weren't
shit on
white;
the
they were
car, too.
Hispanic. Like it's
Well, I
obvious.
know. I'm telling.
I know, but I saw a lot of the comments on
I seen
Instagram.
no, I was trying. That's what I was gonna say. It was
Yeah.
not. That's why it wasn't. That's why I was trying to put in when I said racial. And the officer was Hispanic as well. So if you gonna say maybe special privilege, but I don't feel like that because he gave them niggas 3 tickets, and them tickets that he gave them wasn't cheap. They
I'm
was like
sure.
$600 a piece.
Ooh.
Yeah, them
That's
traffic
what I'm
tickets
saying.
he
That
gave
would have
them.
been enough for me.
Yeah,
Let me go ahead and drive like
the
Miss
traffic-
Daisy.
He gave them reckless driving, speeding, and running a stop sign. Those separately they may be cool, but those 3 put together,
$1,800. Ooh.
no. He was that's why I was saying when I said racial, he was Hispanic. The couple was Hispanic, and the officer that arrested them was Hispanic as well.
Yeah.
So
We know it wasn't no race bait then. My last segment is about a creator. I've been following him for a really long time. He's a Black creator, probably one of the biggest in the YouTube space when it comes to like family content. And recently his kids came to him and told him that they don't want to be on camera anymore. They don't want to do the YouTube stuff no more. And I don't, with recent events with a lot of these like family creators coming out, finding out that they were abusive to their kids and they've got a bunch of underlying stuff, I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be vocalized. So here's the clip.
This is the homie, by the way.
Is it really?
I've known him. Yeah,
I really
he used to
wanna
rap.
meet
I've known him
him.
for a long time.
I really, really want to meet him. Yeah. I
You
like
should do
this.
an interview for us.
I'm not going to say he's act different since this, but
You should set up an interview for us. If he was a real nigga,
nah, because he won't even do an interview with me.
Are you guys okay with being on camera?
oh him.
And basically they were like, nah, you don't want
he
to
the one that did the baby.
And I had to like really sit and just listen to you know, what they were saying. And what happened was, and I knew this day was gonna come early on. I would think about like, yo, you know, one day these kids are not gonna want to be on camera. And I was okay with that because I knew that from my experience, like what I saw was like, you know, these people who were like on Disney, right? They grew up and they seemed like they didn't really enjoy their lives. You know what I'm saying? They seemed like they were manipulated by someone. They seemed like they were taken advantage of by the system or something. And I didn't want that to be the reality for my children. And so I very much was like, you know, whenever my kids tell me that they don't want to do this, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be on camera if they don't want to be on camera. And it started with Theo, maybe about 2 years ago. And he was just kind of like, yeah, I don't want to be in this video. Or I don't want to. And so I just said, okay, cool. Well, look, guys, we're going to be filming in this room. If you don't want to be filmed, don't come in this room because we're going to be filming in here. And sometimes they kind of peek around a corner. And you could tell like they wanted to be a part, but they didn't want to be on camera. And so I was like, okay, well, you can learn some skills behind the camera. You know, you can be a PA, you can help lift the sandbags and all that stuff.
Yes, I
And the
love
reason
that.
why I did that is because I am very much pro family business. Even though I am like, I'm all about autonomy. Like you don't have to be a part if you don't want to. But I am pro like, hey, you're gonna help the family because this is what we do as a family. This is our business, right? If I was a farmer and I worked on a farm and there was work to be done on the farm, whoever was a part of the family would have to do that, you know?
So, like I said, recently, it's like there's a lot of creators that we were finding out like they're forcing their kids to do it. I mean, we've ran a few clips where like the parent are coaching the kids in the videos and stuff like that. But recently there was a mom creator who's been brought up on charges because she was abusing her kids and forcing them to do like videos and stuff like that for content. And she was making mad money, but she was like keeping the kids like locked up in bedrooms and cages, just weird ass shit. Right.
If my kids make me money, I'm letting you run free.
Child.
You're
So
free
when I
animal
saw,
until it's time to film.
when I saw this video, I was like, for a Black creator, the space that we hold, I'm not going to say it's minimalized, but the space that we hold in a lot of these platforms, especially when it comes to like positive stuff like this, is for him is huge, right? And for us as an overall community is huge. Just because we don't get to see a lot of like the family dynamics, the mom and dad, the kids being brought up and raised on certain morals and values. So to know like, he heard his children, he understood where they were coming from, and not only did he take how they felt and was like, okay, I hear you, I respect you, I'm gonna respect the boundaries that you're setting, but he found other ways to work around that so that way he can continue to do the
And
content.
make them included.
Yeah. So I love to see that. And then in a sense of like, I don't, recently, earlier in the year, I had like a weird stalker situation. So I immediately took down like all of the videos and pictures of my kids. Like I don't have anything up of them anymore. Like you really wouldn't know I had kids unless I told you I had kids. Mainly because of that shit. And it also made me realize like, the internet is a big scary place, and I'm not ready for them to engage in that space. I don't want anybody to belittle them in that space because they don't have access to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see any of that, the negativity or people have anything to say about my parenting skills or who I am as a mother. I don't leave that open anymore for discussion. Like who I am as a mother and how I raise my kids is between me and them and my family. I'm not vocalizing it for the internet, but those that do hold these spaces, I just feel like we have to be cautious. We have to protect our children. It's not just a black or white thing. We just have to protect our children. And putting them in the limelight, essentially, like you said, like you hear about the Disney stars and the things that they go through. I'm sure like the culture is slightly different than what it was when we were coming up, but there's still like that. There's somebody behind them pressing the button. There's still somebody forcing them to do it. So the fact that his kids could even come to him and like have the conversation, like, I don't want to be on camera anymore and I need you to respect those boundaries, is huge. And I think we all could take keys and points from that. I think a lot of us we have kids, like we take pictures with our friends and we want to post them, but the internet, again, is just a big, scary place. And I don't think that we should be, I don't know, using our kids to monetize off of. It's something different if it's like the little boy Ryan that has this little like TV show on YouTube and he does like toy reviews and stuff like that. It's something different if it's something that intrigues them. But if it's just something that we're using to monetize off of, I don't think that's okay. So I think once your kids reach a certain plateau or a certain life point where they're like, I don't want to be on camera, or you see that you're acknowledging the fact that they don't want to be on camera, just don't do it. I don't. I'm the girls love to play with my phone and take pictures, but I'm not posting anything of them anymore. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I just feel like the world's a different place. If you look at a lot of the saves and shit on TikTok, see it's a lot of grown ass men saving your videos of your kids and shit like that. So I feel like it's creepy. But then again, I feel like you take away from your enjoyment as well. A lot of your family that's not like living where you are and shit like that, they like to see like your kids graduate and your kids do this and kids do that and da-da-da. And instead of making a big ass group chat, that's why we got social media now. I feel like the reason why they made it in the first place is to bring people together. Let's be honest. It wasn't about, when they first came up with the idea, it wasn't about marketing and making money. Da-da-da. It was about bringing everybody together to see different shit everywhere else. Because I live here and my friends and family is in Ohio. I'm not sending everybody an individual picture when me and Sean go to Houston, okay? So I post it and they're like, okay. You know, because they saying happy anniversary. What did you guys do? Instead of keep saying, I went to Houston 50 million times. I just upload a fucking picture. I get it with kids. Yeah, I do. I mean, definitely with your experience, it was traumatic. And I feel like it took away because you are a content creator at some point. And I feel like it was bullshit. But I do agree. I agree.
I just don't want to use my kids for content. I don't want to monetize.
But I feel like it's different when they're actually, I never feel like you use your kids for content. You was posting their stepping stones or milestones in their life. That's it. These kids are on actual film. They actually, okay, this video is about you. We have to reply to this comment type shit. Your kids was, oh, Hayden Harper are going to school. Here's their new picture. Or,
well, I
she's
mean,
on a basketball
it depends
team,
on what you're using the internet for. And I always said, like, if I'm gonna have social media and if I'm gonna really be a content creator, my social media is more so about monetization. It's not about who I am outside of that. What I put on social media and the stuff that I promote on social media isn't kid content to begin with.
But no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like your actual, when you do post your kids, it was milestones.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When they posted their kids, it was content. There's a difference. There's a fine line between milestones and posting for family and friends and content, period. Absolutely. Point blank, because you can monetize off for both if it goes up. But I mean, I don't have kids, so y'all gonna see Marley whenever the fuck I want y'all to see.
I can't.
But anyways, last week on Netflix, we watched Eli. If y'all didn't get the chance to watch it, please do. It's a really good movie. And I feel like this week should be your, whoever you are out there, your favorite Halloween movie of all time. That's what you should watch this week. And mine is Insidious. So if you want to watch mine, you can. We don't gotta
watch all of them
because everybody don't watch Insidious. So we start with Annabelle, Insidious, da-da-da. So if you want to watch them, start there. But I do want to show y'all this funny clips for Halloween, just to give y'all a few laughs before we end the show.
Oh, poor baby.
That motherfucker came too high for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Poor baby.
Look, it's coming up again. Oh, with her little school skirt on. Get her.
It's the take off. Not the baby.
Yes, the baby. Get it. Get it right now.
He got a little
Oh,
football
shit.
Look,
Not
the
as
daddy
scared
was
the daddy.
scared. Oh, this is a real Halloween thing. She trying to pose and shit.
I ought to beat their ass.
Oh, that's ugly. Sorry.
Oh. What is little old man growl?
Oh, look at this Chucky with this damn ball.
Because whose mama's wing
No,
is
you're not
that?
going in their house. You're not going in there. Oh, he trick or treat right
walked
with
right
their
in the
house.
house.
Yeah, I stopped watching some of the videos all the way through so I can laugh with y'all. Oh, what they looking
Little
at?
tricky baby.
That Michael Myers ain't got no fucking balance.
Busted his hoe. He was committed to the character.
Michael Jackson. Oh no.
He said, "Who are you, Michael Jackson?" Anyways, we want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Take your kids out, go trick or treating, upload some funny videos, send it to us. We are still looking for people to come in here next month for a conversation. I don't know if Taj got her too, but I only got one. So if you have somebody, just let me know. I got one, but I don't know. I'm skeptical. Anyways, I love y'all so much. We love y'all so much. We'll see y'all next week, and we out.